Have you tried multiple indicator combinations in an attempt to find the holy grail of a trading system, only to be extremely confused and dismayed at the results that you were getting? For example, here's a indicator and trading system marketed by some people, and as you can see, there are tons of lines. You don't really know where to buy or sell, and it gets really confusing. And this is a combination of too many indicators on one chart and candlesticks. What you end up getting is a spaghetti looking chart. People will tell you that you just need to continue combining indicators, and you might end up spending $200 per indicator each time you go ahead and try to find the next best system. It simply doesn't work. So in this quick little video, I wanted to introduce you guys to a new strategy that a lot of people haven't really uncovered or unearthed, and the people who have are seeing good results out of it. So in a previous video, I introduced a chart style called Renko charts, and they basically remove all the noise from trading because they only measure price movement. And this is each block of price movement is charted at a 45-degree angle to the previous block of price movement, and it can only go up or down. There are no consecutive blocks of price next to each other. And what this Renko does is it really cleans up your trading. And I introduce it a lot more in this chart, in this video here, but basically Renko charts will clean up your trading because they only display price without time. When you combine all your indicators like this on a candlestick chart, they get really difficult to see because candlesticks move up and down and up and down and all over the place. And even with a 2,000 tick candlestick chart, which is a fairly long time frame for a day trader or a scalper, your indicators can get messy. So here's a super basic RSI MACD strategy where you buy if the RSI is over 60 and if there's a MACD peak or crossover, and you sell if the conditions are opposite if the RSI is under, that's a typo, if it's under 30. But as you can see, these indicators are barely laggy and they won't give you accurate readings, especially if you're trying to scalp the peaks and the valleys. It gets complicated. And if you continue to add more indicators and go on and so on and so forth, it gets even more complicated and it might get expensive if you're paying for these indicators. This is the same data series. This is 4 o'clock compared to 2 to 4, but this is 4 to 14 to 4:14. So this is 14 minutes, but this is the same data set. And as you can see, it's a lot cleaner than the previous data set. The indicators also act differently with a Renko chart, which is the thing I wanted to show you guys. The indicators on this chart look much different, even though they're measuring the same price movement than a traditional candlestick chart. And they'll look even different if you're using uni-Renko bars, which display trends even clearer. So the takeaway I want you guys to get from this video is that even with these super simple indicators, but every indicator will act differently on a Renko chart because it removes time and noise. So the indicators will display values much clearer and much sooner. Especially on the uni-Renko chart, you can see the RSI peaks and the MACD crosses over almost as the bar falls. And these indicators, at least on candlesticks, usually lag and won't give you very accurate readings to enter or exit trades. They give you more of a context. But the takeaway I want you guys to get from this video is that Renko charts clean up everything, including indicators. And if you continue searching for the Holy Grail and you haven't got a trading system that works for you, and the Holy Grail doesn't exist, by the way, but you haven't got a trading system that works for you, take a look at Renko charts. They clean up the noise, they display trends much easier, and all your indicators that you might have purchased over the years or tried out over the years, they'll act differently and look differently on Renko charts, and they might give you cleaner readings. So just take a look at all this. Keep it in the back of your mind. If you like this content, subscribe and give a comment if you have any questions.